For this practice, you will need a blanket or a thick towel, and also a strap or a belt. Any belt around the house can do. And we're going to start in seated, crossing your legs. So get the blanket and try to get it higher. So if folding it doesn't make it too high, you can even roll it here. And just put it to the back, and your sit bones are sitting on your blanket. And you kind of lean forward with the hips leaning to the front, leaning into your knees. You might start crossing your legs and the knees are high, and that's okay. With time, you'll get a chance to lower your knees. Try to rise up through the crown of the head, and notice if you're leaning forward, try to lean back a little bit. That will keep your core engaged and your hip flexors engaged. The shoulders are back and soft. And we'll take a few breaths here. Inhale, blow your belly. Flare the ribs to the sides and lift the heart. And a long exhale all the way out. Soften the back of your neck, the back of your shoulders. A deep breath in. Hold at the top of your breath. And a long exhale out. Again, a deep breath in, and notice with the breath in, you're expanding the belly, creating space for the diaphragm. And exhale. Keep going through these long breaths, hearing your breath. And then relax the back of your neck, the back of the shoulders. Soften the skin behind your ears. Soften your gaze. I will be mirroring you in this part when I'm facing you. Have the left ear to the left shoulder, but the shoulders stay down. And slowly rotate forward, chin to your chest to come up from the other side. Right ear to right shoulder, lift the gaze, inhale. And exhale, rotate half a circle forward. Inhale. And exhale, half a circle forward. Inhale. And exhale, half a circle forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, chin to your chest. Pause here. Keep the shoulders back and slowly lift the gaze. Start lifting the shoulders up and back and down and forward. Inhale, lift and widen. And exhale, press down. Keep the breath going. And see how it feels if you look to the right. And then maybe you look to the other side. Come back with the gaze to the center and release the shoulders all the way down. Slide the right hand out, spider finger the hands, and the hand is down, and lift the left arm up toward the sky. You're rising up, creating as much space, as much length as you can, and then you bend. Maybe you bend the right elbow, or you can slide the hand further out. Try to stay high, opening the left shoulder. Chin over your chest, or look down to release the back of your neck. Notice if you're hiking the shoulders up, keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Two more breaths. Keep connecting your breath. This whole practice, your chance to deepen your breath. And when you're ready, rest the left hand on the opposite knee, on the right knee, and lift up. Lengthen and have the right hand behind you to twist. So you're rotating from the shoulders, from the core. The neck stays soft in line with your spine. You don't even have to turn the neck back. Take care of your neck. You're using the knee as leverage to help you rotate. Again, if you're shrugging the shoulders, release them down. At the beginning of our practice, our yoga practice, a lot of times we carry our tension in the back of the shoulders. So try to keep that space in the sides of the neck. One more inhale, rise up with the crown of your head. And exhale slowly. Come back to the center. We'll change sides. Left hand next to you, spider finger the hands. Keep the shoulders down and lift the right arm up. Reach it up as much as you can. Create space between the side ribs. Maybe you bend the elbow if you want to bend deeper. As long as the right shoulder is open, you can slide the hand further out. Keep the neck soft and the shoulders soft. You're just opening the arch under the armpit, under the shoulder. On your next inhale, lengthen even more, create more space between the side ribs. And with your exhale, release the right hand to your knee and slowly lift up. Rise up with the crown of the head. Inhale. And exhale, rotate left hand behind you. Use your hand on the knee to help you twist even deeper. With the shoulders soft. One more inhale, lift and rise. And exhale, slowly come back to the center. Very good. Swivel your legs. Move the towel or the blanket out of the way to your side. Anchor the hands from table. Spread the fingers. Tuck your toes. Have the hands half a palm print forward. And then lift your hips up into your downward facing dog. Your downward dog. Allow a bend in your knees, lifting the sit bones up. Try to lengthen the spine as much as you can. You're lifting the sit bones to the back wall where it meets the ceiling. Widening the shoulders, externally rotating the shoulders, creating space between the shoulders and the ears. Again, lengthen the sides of your neck. Your hands are your anchors, so you're spreading the fingers as much as you can, pressing down with the hands. We're almost there. Great job. Deep breath in. And your exhale, start tiptoeing all the way to the front of your mat, all the way forward. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Allow a bend in your knees and fold. But your fold, you're not rounding. Untuck your hips, sit bones reach back. You're just hinging from your hips, so that means maybe even the hands are just hovering. Wrap the shoulder blades back, but keep the head heavy. Keep the bend in your knees for the belly to rest on the thighs. Maybe the hands touch the mat or not. Allow as much bend in your knees as you want. If the hands are down on your mat, maybe you shift your weight forward. On your next inhale, hands are on the shins. Lift up, straighten the legs, flatten the back. Crown of the head forward, creating space between the sit bones and the crown of the head. And then fold. Bend your knees a lot. Sit bones towards each other. Engage your thigh muscles and slowly ragdoll all the way up. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Very good. Lift the toes up and press the toes down. If you look at the feet, the outside edges are parallel to the sides of your mat. In other words, you're kind of pigeon-toed with the toes closer to each other than the heels and sides of your feet down. Engaging your thighs, squeezing your thigh muscles, having a little tuck in your hips forward with the ribs together, shoulders back. Palms can stay to the heart. Shoulders again soft. On your inhale, lift the arms up. Interlace the 3 outer fingers with the pointer finger and the thumb stay up. Notice if you hike the shoulders, release the shoulders down. Keep pressing with the feet and just bend to the right. Extend the side body. Your next inhale, rise up and exhale to the left. Keep the shoulders down, the chin over your chest, just a little bend here. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, circle the arms down. Very good. Step wide to the mat. You're facing the side of the mat. The toes are in, heels are out, hands are on your hips. Inhale, rise up. With your exhale, fold from your hips. Pause halfway. Allow a bend in your knees. The hands are under the chest. Maybe spider finger the hands to give you some more height. Option to extend the legs if the back can stay nice and flat. Your work here is to find that same space, that same length from the sit bones to the crown of the head, wrapping the shoulder blades back. Allow a deeper bend in your knees and the crown of the head reaches down into your fold. And this can look, however it looks, what you're not doing, again, is rounding and shrugging the shoulders. Keep the length in your spine, hinging just from your hips, even if that means you're this high. There's a bend in your knees, hands are on the hips, and inhale, rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. rotate. The left toes, I'm mirroring you again in this part. The left toes to the front of the mat, the right toes are inward. You have heel to heel alignment, or maybe a little bit even wider. The shoulders are facing the side of the mat. Extend the arms up parallel to the floor. Keep the shoulders down. Bend the left knee. If you look at the left knee, you can see the big toe on the inside of your thigh. If you feel you want to go deeper, you can heel toe the front foot further forward. But don't overdo it today. The outside edge of the back foot pressing down with the inner thigh reaching back, and have the gaze towards the left hand. Draw the ribs in. Have a little tuck, a baby tuck in your hips. Lengthen the sides of the torso. The crown of the head is reaching up. The arms are reaching out from the shoulder blades to the fingertips. You're trying to take space around you, but the neck stays soft. On your next inhale, the right arm comes down, left arm reaches up. Again, try to find space in the side body. Bending the front knee doesn't have to be a deep bend, but it can if you want to. And slowly come back to your warrior two. Slowly start releasing the left forearm to the thigh, right arm over the ear into your side angle. If you feel you're too high, you can heel toe the back foot further back. Going into your side angle, try not to sink into the left shoulder. Keep pressing up and open the right shoulder, widening the collarbones. Feel like there's a stitch between the back of the shoulder blades. Chin over your chest or look down. You're pressing down through the feet. Keep the breath going. And slowly lift up on your inhale. Gaze down. Press with the left foot and lift up. And exhale, hands on your hips. Rotate. Left toes inward. Right toes are out to the back of your mat this time. Heel to heel alignment. If you look at the back foot, it's inward about maybe 60 degrees or a little bit wider. Start bending the right knee. Notice the knee is not dipping in. You can see the big toe on the inside of your knee. It's flaring out to get the inner thighs engaged. If the shoulders are rotating, have the shoulders to the side, as wide to the side, the wide side of your mat, the long side. Arms parallel to the floor. Reach out, and you could decide how high or low you want to be. The lower, the deeper, the more heat you build. You're engaging your thigh muscles, intentionally squeezing, especially the left thigh muscle. Notice if you're lifting the outside edge of the back foot, anchor it down, lifting the inner leg. Gaze to the right. Soften the back of the neck and the shoulder. Rise up through the crown of the head. Every inhale, you create space on the inside of your body. And every exhale, you soften into the posture. Slowly left arm down the thigh, right arm reaches up. Open the arch under the armpit, keep the shoulders down. Reversed warrior, deepen the breath. And when you're ready, come back to your warrior two. Have the right forearm to the thigh, left arm over the ear. Have that pinch between the shoulder blades, opening the left shoulder as much as you can. Maybe the hips can lower or not. You don't have to. Chin over the chest or look down. You're widening the collarbones but engaging the core, still knitting the ribs together. Deepen your breath. Gaze down for balance towards the right foot. And inhale, press with the foot to rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. Very good. Heel toe the feet closer and closer, slowly, and step to the front of your mat. I'll stay in the center so you can see me. We're going to our balancing tree pose. Still mirroring you in this part. Hands to your heart. First thing to balance, you want to find a focal point in front of you to gaze at, a drishti. And then lift the toes up, press the toes down, spread the bottom of the feet, the soles of the feet down. Lift the right foot up, going to tree pose. The soles of the foot is on the ankle or maybe the calf. Notice here, maybe you're a little bit shaky. Squeeze your thigh muscles. Engage your core. All this to help you balance, but keep the shoulders soft. This is a great place to be. Stay here. If you feel you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, with the help of your hand, lift the foot to the inside of your thigh. Not the knee, ever. either thigh, calf, or ankle. A little more challenge, maybe the arms can reach up. You can find a mudra with the index and the thumb touching. Take a full breath in. And exhale, palms of the hands together and rest the foot down. Very good. Changing sides. Lift the toes and press the toes down. Anchor the right foot, this time the left foot on the inside of the ankle. Stay here. Notice if you're lifting one hip higher than the other. Align your hips, engage your thighs, engage your core. And then the foot on the inside of the calf, maybe. A little bit deeper into this posture with the help of your hand on the inside of your thigh, never the knee. Stay right here. It's a great place to be. Or maybe you lift the arms up without hiking the shoulders. Find your focal point, your drishti, and just gaze there. Let go of any judgment. If you come out of this posture, slowly come back in. Don't rush into it. Tree pose. Feel rooted through the right foot. And slowly, palms of the hands come to the heart. Release the foot, and the foot comes down. Very good. I'll meet you at the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, swan dive down into your flat back. Hands are on the shins. Knees can be bent or extend the legs. Deep breath in. And exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back again. With your exhale, hands are on your hips. And inhale, rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. Step the left foot back, and you have the feet really wide here. Both legs are going to be straight. You're standing like you're on a railroad track with the feet wide and not too long of a stance. The back foot is inward about 45 degrees, and then scissor hug the right hip crease back. The shoulders and the hips are aligned with the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, option to have the hands on your hips or interlace the fingers behind you, or hands to forearms or elbows if that feels okay. Deep breath in. Keep the shoulders back, the elbows back, and with your exhale, hinge from your hips. Keep the right hip crease reaching back for the hips to be square with the front, and then pause halfway. Allow a micro bend in the front knee. Pull the shoulders back. Maybe you can fold a little bit deeper. You're lengthening all four sides of the neck, especially the back of your neck. There's no wrinkles in the back of your neck. Back leg is straight. You have a micro bend in the front knee. And inhale, lift halfway up. With your exhale, release the hands to your heart. Bend the front knee a lot. Press with the right foot and inhale, rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. Lift the back heel up and come down to your knee. Notice the front knee is over your heel. You might need to slide the front heel forward. Keep the back toes tucked. Inhale, rise up with the crown of your head. And exhale, lean forward, hook the elbow to the outside of your knee. And just press the elbow to the knee to lift the sternum towards your thumbs. Tightening the hips towards each other, widening the back of the shoulders. Pulling the shoulders back away from the ears. Keep your neck in line with your spine. If it's hard to balance, find that drishti to help you there. And very slowly look down for balance. Release the hands. Have the hands down to the mat. Walk your way back. Extend the front leg. Toes are pointing up to the sky. Hands are under the shoulders. And notice here, if this is a lot of tension on the left knee, you can either bring the blanket or have a half fold in your mat under your knee, just to get an extra cushioning there. Start walking your way to the front. Anchor the right foot. The hands coming forward in front of the foot. Start leaning forward and drag the left foot next to the right. Turn forward. Fold. The knees are bent. The head is heavy. Bend your knees a lot and inhale, ragdoll all the way up. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Step the right foot back. Feet are wider. You're standing on that railroad track again. Left hip creases back. The hips are aligned with the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. With your exhale, I'll do the modification with you. The hands to the hips or interlace the fingers, elbows back, wrap the shoulders back. Rise of your head on your inhale, and exhale, hinge from your hips. Halfway, allow a micro bend in the knee that you feel but you don't see. Option to come a little bit lower or not, but your work is to keep the length in your spine, creating space between the vertebrae of the spine. With the neck long and soft, pressing all four corners of your feet down. Wrap the shoulder blades back, bend the front knee, press with the left foot, and inhale, rise up. Open your mouth and let it go. Lift the back heel up. Remember, you can slide the blanket under and the knee comes down. You might need to heel toe the left foot further front to have the knee over your heel, never passing it, maybe behind it, that works too. Hands to your heart and inhale, rise. With your exhale, twist with the right elbow to the outside of your knee, pressing the elbow to the knee to lift the sternum towards your thumbs. Find a focal point to help you balance your drishti. Quiet the mind. Let go of any stories. And slowly look down, release the hands down. Start walking your way back. Hands are under the shoulders. Maybe the heel can come further front. Flex your foot and try to lengthen the tailbone. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, lean to the front. With the help of the hand or not, slide the left knee back. Bring your blanket or your towel back here and sit back on it. Very good. You have the sit bones on the blanket. You're kind of leaning forward. Keep the strap next to you. We're coming to use it. Have the soles of the feet together in front of you. We're going to butterfly. The knees are down. Of course, if the knees are lifting, that works too. And just lean forward a little bit. Interlace the fingers around your feet. Shoulders are wrapping back. And just hinge from your hips. Just a little dip down. Keep the length in your spine. Once you're settled here, allow some rounding in your back, tucking in your chin. Deepen your breath. This is a great posture to come back inward, to come back to your breath. On your inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and rise all the way up. I'll mirror you in this part again. Extend the left leg. The right foot is on the inside of your thigh. Find your strap or your belt. And have the strap around the ball of the foot. Inhale, rise up, create as much length as you can, and with the exhale, fold. You're hinging from your hip. You can allow a micro bend in the knee if you need it, and try to keep something under your heel. So you're folding on your mat. I'm just facing you. That's why I'm on the wood. Allow if you need to bend the elbows or walk the hands closer to the foot to help you kind of lean forward, but keep the back flat. Keep the shoulders back. Flexing your left foot. Your neck is soft. Find your deep breaths and notice if you have one shoulder higher than the other, align your shoulders. It's not about how low you are. It's about strengthening those muscles around your spine, and you're going to feel it. Allow your inhale to carry you up. With your exhale, release the strap to the side. Lift the right foot on the outside of your knee. Have the foot anchored down and the right hand behind you. Hug your knee and rotate into your twist. This should feel good after that fold. So notice if you're rounding here, your work is with every inhale, rise up with the crown of the head. The right hand is helping you lengthen. And then soften the shoulders. And very slowly release back to the center. Let's change sides. If you slid off of the blanket, come back. The left foot is on the inside of the thigh. Flex the foot, Janu Shirshasana fold. Find your strap. Take your time. Have it around the ball of the foot. You can bend the knee to find that. And then walk the hands as close as you can to the foot. Flex the foot, wrap the shoulders back, and then start folding. Every inhale, you're creating more space between the vertebrae of the spine. More length, reaching up. Every exhale, you soften more into this posture. There is no tension at all behind the neck or the shoulders. Even sway your head side to side to make sure you're not carrying anything there. Your work is you're stretching the calf, stretching the back of the hamstring, but also strengthening the muscles around your spine, to the sides of your spine. And your next inhale carries you all the way up. And exhale out. Have the foot on the outside of your knee. Drag the foot closer towards you. Maybe anchor the foot down, left hand behind you. Inhale, reach up with the arm to find length as much as you can. And with your exhale, and rotate from the shoulders, from the core. Keep flexing the right foot. If you're shrugging the shoulders, release them down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, come back to the center. Keep the strap close to you in the center of the mat, and then move the blanket out of the way. If you want it under your head, you can totally use it. And then find your way from the center of your mat, coming all the way down to your back. Walk the heels close to the sit bones. The hands are framing the hips, and then tuck the shoulders. You have to lift here to tuck the shoulders under you. Start lifting your hips up. Lifting up as you press and tuck the shoulders even more. Belly as you squeeze the sit bones, and squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, like you're holding something between your thighs, but the knees stay. With the triceps and the outer shoulders down to lift your C7 in your neck and protect your neck. Keep the breath going. And slowly start coming down one vertebra at a time, from the upper back, middle of the back, lower back, and finally the hips. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Flatten the back of the shoulders and take a deep breath in. And let it go. Extend the left leg. Interlace the fingers in front of the right shin and pull the right knee towards your armpit. Down. Very good. And then find your strap again. Keep the knee bent. And again, just like we did from seated, bend your knee. You might need to lift the shoulders to have the strap around the ball of the foot. The knee can stay bent. Walk the hands as close to the foot as you can. And then extend the leg. But take care of the knee. Bend in the knee. Keep the left foot resting down. The tailbone is pressing down. The middle of the back is pressing in the middle of the back or lower back. Their navel is all the way down to the mat or the spine. Left foot is resting. You're just pressing the shoulders onto the mat. That's how you're lifting the leg. So it can be here, it can be here. You can have a bent, or you can lift up and pull the foot closer towards you. You decide what you're doing in this posture. Catch both ends of the strap with the left hand. Bend your knee and start rolling way to the left. Right arm is straight next to you. Gaze to the right. Getting into your twist. This is a great stretch for your sciatic. So you can keep the knee bent or extend the leg if that feels okay. You want to try to keep the right shoulder, the back of the right shoulder down. Gaze can be to the center or the right. Bend your right knee and slowly come back to the center. Very good. Center your hips in line with the shoulders. If they moved, most probably they did. Keep the strap close to you and then extend the right leg. Interlace the fingers in front of the left shin, pulling the shin towards you, towards the armpit. Flattening the back of the shoulders down. The back of your head is heavy. Notice any tension in the back of your neck. Relax it even more. This last few minutes in the practice is your chance to lengthen your breath. Every inhale, you're expanding the belly, the chest. And every exhale, you soften into these postures. Release the leg, find the strap, wrap it around the ball of the foot and extend the leg up. Walk the hands closer to the foot as close as you can so the arms are straight and you're pressing the back of the shoulders down. Knee can be bent or press the foot into the strap. Keep the right foot resting. Come back to your belly. Breaths if you let go. Keep your attention here on your practice, on your body, how this feels on your body. Then catch both ends with the right hand. Bend your knee or keep the leg straight and rotate the left leg all the way to the right. Left arm is straight next to you. Gaze can be to the left or keep the gaze to the center, you decide. Bend your knee and slowly come back to the center. Have the strap to the side. Bend your knees and give yourself a great big hug with your knees to your chest and sway side to side. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Hands are framing your hips. Extend the legs up. Flex your feet. If you look at the toes, you have the big toe and the little toe aligned. So your big toe is not closer towards you. Flex your feet and press the heels up and notice the tailbone flat down. The navel pressing down. The middle of the back is pressing down to the mat. The shoulders are soft. The feet are about maybe 2 inches away from each other. And keep pressing down. Realign the hips, the lower back. Flex your feet, press the heels up, press the navel back. Maybe you feel it in the core. And very slowly, the legs come down. Keep the knees bent, the soles of the feet are down. Have the palms of the hands facing the sky. And we'll do a few breaths together. I'll count you through it. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice the shoulders. If they're hiking up, release them down. Keep going through your full 4-count breath. Soften the gaze. Soften the jaw, the root of your tongue. Release any creases on your face, on your forehead. Keep your 4-count breath going. And bring your sensation to the tip of the nose. Very good. When you're ready, roll to your side, whichever side you want. And press with the upper hand. Your weight is on the upper hand to come all the way up into seated. Crossing your legs. Hands are on your knees. Shoulders are back. Have the palms of the hands to your heart and take a deep breath in, a full breath in, and hold it at the top of your breath. Then open your mouth and sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.